This is a video of my testing of the new franchisee reports in the CRM system under a regional franchisee and in the live environment. So all the data that was previously in the old screens have been migrated to the new screens. I'm currently logged in under Bike and Investments. So from the home page, you just go Apps, RF Admin, and there are all your reports. I'm just going to go through each one quickly. Insurance report. This here you can do for an individual franchisee. You can do it per cover, renewal date, etc. You'll notice here there's a franchisee name, supplier, account numbers, etc. Please note that you can click on any one of these in order to sort them in that order. Also, another great functionality is that you can just click on this and it will take you directly to more details on that particular report. For insurance, there isn't any additional information, except you might be able to see the attached document. Okay. Next report is on mobile phones. Once again, just like before, you can search for a particular individual. You can also do a report based on a particular phone number. Well, this won't make any difference because, of course, we've only got one phone account set up in the system at the moment. So you can do all that. Other supplier accounts, it's saying that there isn't any records at the moment because I haven't set one up, but very similar to the insurance and the mobile phones. Now we get into the real detail, which is the franchisee fees report. Now you can do this for a particular franchise if you want, or you can view them all. Remember that you can export this to a spreadsheet, which is very helpful if you want to calculate, add, sort, and find. So you can rank them, sort them. Once again, you can click through and see more details about the franchisee and the fees, etc. So you'll see them there. Okay. Now, the next one is the franchisee report. Okay. You can do it once again on a particular franchise. You can even do it on a customer if you don't know who is assigned to that particular customer. Then you can do that. You'll also have a list of owners here, so that's how, if you know the particular cleaner's name but you don't know their franchise, you can come to this report and it will list them all here. The reason why we've done that instead of a freeform field is that there's so many different names, so many different permutations of putting them in, that we have just provided a list. It makes it easier, and you can just scan down and you can go, oh, okay, I know them as Raji, but actually their first name is, you know, Smith or whatever. So that's the reason why we've done that. So it takes spelling out of the equation and so on and so forth, especially with our franchisees. So what you've got here is you've got the owners will be listed down here. You've got your work contact number, AYR mobile phone, physical address, and email address. You'll notice that a couple of them have non-at-your-request email addresses. I think some of them are either haven't had the AYR address set up, or they have been deactivated. I think Shabana has been deactivated, so there's no longer an at-your-request email address there. So that's the franchisee report. Then we go to the franchisee agreement report. So you can pick just a particular franchisee. It's got the renewal date, active, inactive filters, region and service not quite applicable. You'll notice that there's one in here for home care. I think that is just simply somebody clicking the wrong button in terms of the service, because you, as a Baiken user, can only see Baiken franchisees. You can't see Auckland Home Cares or Integras or anything like that. Once again, you can sort by date if you wish. You can export to spreadsheet if you so wish. The next one is vehicle report. You can do it by franchisee, you can do it by registration, purchase date, year and make. Notice that for year there's only one in there now because there's only one entry that I've made. As we enter more and more, there'll be more and more dates come down here. In terms of make, same thing. There's only one, as you can see, it's Toyota. As we add Mitsubishi, etc., there'll be more and more appear on that list. We don't have to go and add to those lists. They actually come from the fields themselves. As you can see here, you can sort, you can export to a spreadsheet, and so forth. The starter kit. Now, this report doesn't provide a whole lot of detail, nor does the screen itself. What is important for this is basically looking at whether somebody has received these items or not, and the other thing is whether they're so that when you click on this, you can go in and see any attachments. For example, you can go in here and you can see the attached documents that that show the stationery. So if somebody's complaining, saying, "Oh, I didn't receive the stationery," or "I don't know how much I paid," etc., they can come in and have a look at it there. Okay. Owner and staff report. This is also going to be a very useful report because it basically details all the staff and the owners of franchises. Now, you can have several owners, you can have numerous staff for a particular franchise, and they'll show them on separate lines. So you can see here that for Blank Franchisee Limited, there's Richard Test is one of the owners. It says so there, and then you've got Blank Franchise Limited also has Heather Test, who's a staff member. Now up here you can actually search as to start date as well, although the start date is not shown here in the report. You can also go down and filter and just show owners or staff. Okay. The franchisee income level report. This is going to be linked to the job sheets to help you, but you can run it on a specific franchisee or you can do it on all of them as shown here. You can look at it in terms of just the guarantees, reasonable endeavours, best endeavours. You can also sort them here, but what's shown here is this is the contract work. This is what's in the contract, but based on 12 equal monthly installments, because we've got to be able to compare like with like, because this value here is based on invoices for a calendar month. So what this says is that basically this franchisee here is over their reasonable endeavours amount by $282. You know that they're in Manurewa, and you can also take into account personal job values as well. So those are personal jobs that are not under the guarantee, but you could take that into account when allocating. The next one is the franchise guarantee report. Once again, just like before, we've got different bases for calculating, so you can do it on quote or invoice this time. You can do it through any period, including specifying exact periods, and you can do it for just a franchisee. You can see here that, for example, this one here is on reasonable endeavours. It was calculated on a quote basis, and this was done anytime, which means from the very beginning of that account being set up. And the last one is around the training report. So you can see that they've got these here. You can see who's trained them, etc. You can also go through and do that. And the very last one is the evaluation report.